And I'm not shutting off, I'm not disassociating from any of the trauma and pain and stuff that's going on all the way around the world. In no way. But what I am doing is keep working on myself, so it enables me to be able to serve them in a much better, much deeper, much more meaningful, impactful way. With love from the heart space. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I was so busy rushing about and being caught up in the sufferings and throwing pity parties that it wouldn't be serving them or me. Everyone would just be more caught up. And we need to be able to fully associate with what goes on instead of helping from our own perspectives. And by helping from a place of ego, you'd want to just run in and jump in and try and do whatever, and it wouldn't be focused. Whereas if you're aiming for the highest good, you're focused, you know what you're doing, you're capable of doing it, and the cost isn't anywhere near as higher in what it costs you energetically and karmically. Because the karma of diving in and opening up someone else's can of worms when you can't actually hold space for that person is so high. Because you get triggered, they get triggered, and that's what happens. All these healing people, holding space for people where they haven't healed in themselves yet. And these people are just triggering everyone else off left, right and centre. And with righteousness and mirrors of, you know, they're seeing something going off and they're getting, you know, activated in some way. Like the karma of that, the impact of that sucks. It's so high. I've done it. I did it years ago, trying to rescue the world, and now I sit back and I send love, and I continue working on where the resistance is in me, and what can I do in me, in my grief and my being, so that I can hold presence for people in the most traumatic of times, and still see them as a soul instead of, oh, you poor person. Like, now it's I don't see anyone as that. It's like, now I see people as warriors, as courageous souls, as amazing beings who have managed to keep going and find the strength and keep going, all that courage, and despite being scared to death, keep getting up and keep trying. Like, that is amazing. Amazing. That kind of thing. Like, it takes so much energy to do that in a world that's so cold too. And it is so genuinely cold, and so much disassociation. So to be able to meet people and see in them what maybe they can't see, and sometimes suggest to them that, you know, ask them, you know, would you like me to share what I see in you? And I don't bullshit people, not never. So I will hold space, and I will sit there and will listen. And, you know, it helps. It changes things. It helps bridge the divide of separation, and helps people step into their higher version of themselves and live their authentic truth, instead of one where they're scared and tired and grieving and confused and lost and ashamed and guilt-ridden. Because that is what grief can do when it's not managed correctly. You know, when we're just kind of work our way through life and we're just trying to, it's an energy, you know, the blockages that it causes, the stuckness in the body, the mental obstacles that we then try to get through or get over, that we have issues over and over again trying to manage these things and get through. So that's where I'm at. This is what I do. I hold space for people. I see you as a soul. I try my hardest to just meet you exactly where you are and hold space and just be present and just understand you without judging, without assuming. And that in itself is not always easy, but I work on this every day, and I will continue to work on this every day, and possibly for every day for the rest of my life. I'm cool with that, you know. But this is how I love and serve people, and do my best not to get caught up.